Hello and welcome to the Paper Airplane Lab. This is where I teach you how to fold amazing paper airplanes that will fill the sky. This one is one of my favorites that I designed. It's called Ravenwolfe. As you can see, this thing is a really nice glider that can fly really well, and it even locks together in its three-dimensional shape. Let's see this thing in flight. This is one of my favorite flights. It just goes down and then it goes up. Yeah, just like that. Those ones were pretty cool, but I wanted to save the best for last. Here it is. And a half by 11-inch sheet of paper. We begin by folding in half, hot dog style. Unfold. We're gonna fold it in half, hamburger style. Unfold that. Now we're gonna fold this top edge to the crease we just made. Unfold that. Turn it over. Now we're going to bring this top edge, you can pinch the top edge, we'll bring it down onto the bottom crease or top crease. You can pinch it, bring it onto the bottom crease. Now we're going to fold this top edge to this folded edge. Now we're going to unfold that, turn it over. So what we're doing is we're going to fold this crease to, or this edge, rather this under edge to this crease. So your flame should look like this. Unfold. And now we are going to do the same thing on the other side. Might be a bit tricky if you're not as good as paper airplanes. Unfold that. And we're only going to actually fold one of them. That other one that we folded earlier, other side, is going to just help us with a different step. Now we're going to bring this edge over, and then this might be a bit hard to understand. I will do this first, and then you can do it. What I did was I brought this edge over, did a swivel fold, and made this edge, or this crease right here, land on this edge, like this. Now we're gonna fold this edge back down, making a rabbit ear. Just like this. Then we're gonna fold the rabbit ear to this side, and fold this flap to this side with the rabbit ear. This might be a bit hard to see. Then we're just gonna fold this flap over along this edge. Fold the flaps back. And now we got rid of that rabbit ear that we didn't really need. And now we're going to fold in between this corner and this point where these two edges intersect. Okay. Should look like this. Now we're going to fold this edge back down. Going to do the same thing on the other side. Fold between this corner and this point. Or this, yeah, this corner and this point. Then we'll just fold this back down so this new folded edge lands on our other folded edge back here. And then we're going to unfold this edge and then tuck it behind the layers. Be sure your tucked rabbit ear doesn't get unfolded. That just locked this layer together. Same thing on the other side. We're just going to reverse this crease. Don't know if you can see it, but we're just reversing that. Okay, we finished the bottom of our plane. Now it's time to work on the top. So we will flip it over and we're going to stick our finger in this pocket and then pull this edge up. And we'll want to fold in half. Let it fold in half. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets pretty tricky. We're going to fold in between all the way at the nose and this corner right here, only on this layer. So we'll stick this finger into this flap. What I did was just fold it like this. This plane is hard to fold with this step. So I hope you can do this. So what we did was we got this edge and we just folded it down in between the nose and where this point catches this edge here. We're just gonna, now, this is gonna be a bit awkward because this is bulging. Don't worry about that yet. We're gonna fold our wing. If you want a hybrid version, you just want to fold this to this edge. If you want also a hybrid version but with a better glider ratio, fold until this triangle disappears. But if you want the glider version, do just a little bit more. But if you want the hybrid between a hybrid and a glider version, just make the wing a little shorter. That's what I'm doing here. Now we're ready to flatten these layers. We can just kind of wash fold this flat so it lands on center crease, or this edge rather. Okay, turn it over, and this starts where it gets really tricky. Ravenwolfe is not very easy to fold. We're gonna once again fold in between this point and where this edge meets here, where it catches. But we're not gonna fold the wing. That's where it gets really hard. You're just gonna kind of stick your finger in that pocket and then just work it. Now we're gonna fold our other wing to match the first wing we made. And we're not completely flattening the layers yet. And we're gonna unfold the wings, or rather open the wings. And now we have a crazy shaped nose. And this might just come apart while it's flying. We don't want that. We really don't want that. So we are going to, this is also very hard to do. We're going to go on this existing crease, lifting this layer up. And see this edge here? We want to make a crease, or our new edge, land on that edge, or go along that edge rather. So it looks like this. All we did is we just took this and then we just made it go tighter, and then we just made this flap go past this part of the fuselage. That doesn't make sense.
it doesn't really matter. But as long as you finish the step, you have finished the hardest thing in this plane, the hardest step. Okay, now we're going to fold this flap down like this on the existing crease. You see we have this pocket right here. Just gonna put that layer inside of the pocket or that flap, and we've locked half of our nose together. This has one of my favorite nose locks. One of the other planes is Jetstream, which also has a very unique lock. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We made those creases between the nose and this edge earlier, so this step could be easier. Now we're just opening this layer. You might want to stick your finger in the pocket a little bit. We're just working this layer and folding it along this edge here. And then we're going to fold this flap back down. And we're gonna see this little pocket. Just gonna tuck it into the pocket. Okay, and now you can flatten out the layers, crease everything sharply.
And we're done with the plane. Good luck flying.